The original OnePlus 5 only went on sale 5 months ago, but as loads of leaks have suggested, it's already obsolete. OnePlus just unveiled the new $499 OnePlus 5T today, and we've been playing with it for a few days already. Our full review is coming soon, but in the meantime, let's take a closer look. First off, we need to talk about how weird it is that the OnePlus 5T exists at all. Sure, OnePlus released an updated 3T model months after the 3, and that's basically what they've done here. That wasn't really the plan though. The plan was originally to build the OnePlus 5 and focus on that for the rest of the year. After seeing the rest of the industry embrace super long screens, and after finding a display that didn't suck or break the bank, OnePlus just kind of seemed to say, what the hell, let's do it. As a result, it's not hard to look at the 5T as a happy accident. No one really needed it, but I'm still glad it exists. That's mostly because of its big screen. It's a 6-inch Samsung-made AMOLED panel with very little bezel above, below, or around it. It's a beauty of a screen that produces visuals vivid enough that it's easy to forget it only runs at 1080p. More importantly, it dwarfs the screen found in the original OnePlus 5, but it didn't make the phone appreciably bigger. The 5T is a hair longer and wider than the first 5, but it's still a remarkably sleek device that feels very usable with one hand. And I just can't overstate how much better the 5T looks since there's less bezel around the screen. Lots of other phone makers have also moved in the same direction, and it makes more traditional phones like the iPhone 8 and the Pixel 2 just look dated. There are, of course, a few other differences. There's no room for a fingerprint sensor under the screen anymore, so OnePlus moved it to the back. And since not everyone will love that particular design choice, the company also added a fast, new unlocking method to the mix: Face Unlock. Now, just to be clear, it wasn't designed to be as rigorously secure as, say, Face ID on the iPhone X. There's no clever technical trickery here, no infrared camera. You just stare into the front-facing camera while the phone looks for identifying facial points it can check for in the future. As a result, using my face to unlock the 5T was just about instantaneous. It's so fast, in fact, that it looks like I'm just opening an unsecured phone. You can't use it to authenticate Google Play purchases or anything though, which is a clear sign that OnePlus didn't design Face Unlock to be a replacement for that more secure fingerprint sensor. The dual camera has also been tweaked, so it performs a little better in low light than before. So far, the photos we've taken with the 5T have been pretty good, but devices like the Pixel 2 have basically set a new standard for smartphone photography. We'll need to do more testing with this and comparable smartphone cameras, so stay tuned. Other than that, the 5T is functionally identical to the phone it replaces. It uses the same Snapdragon 835 chipset and is available in the same configurations: 6GB of RAM with 64GB of storage, or 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Now, as you'd expect, there's basically zero difference in performance between these two devices, and we're fine with that. The original 5 was already an incredibly fast machine, and I haven't noticed any game-changing hiccups during my few days with the phone. The 5T also has the same 3300 mAh battery as the 5, and in general, I've been getting well more than a full day's use out of the thing. This has been on par with what we got out of the OnePlus 5 earlier this year, but we're really curious to see the impact this bigger screen has on longevity, so stay tuned for those more detailed results in our full review. That said, OnePlus's dash charging is back, and it hasn't changed, which means you can expect between 15 and 20% more battery life after a 10-minute charge. Just, don't lose the dash charger. We obviously still have a lot more testing to do, but so far, we're very pleased with what OnePlus has put together. In a lot of ways, it seems like this is the phone the OnePlus 5 should have been in the first place. It's fast, it's pretty, and perhaps most importantly, it's still relatively cheap compared to the rest of the year's flagships. You can expect our full review soon, but I can already say your holiday smartphone shopping decision just got a little more difficult.